Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now it's time for the rundown. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Amelia. Good morning.
Good morning for you. You can tell us all about your early bird old lady getting up at the crack of dawn. And good morning and hello or greetings and salutations to everybody else watching, regardless of what time they watch. Welcome to episode 121 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner and the lovely Lori. We did not do twinning glasses today. Lori Bolton from the Magnet Group.
Hey.
Hey. All right. I feel like we have a lot to cover, so I'm going to jump into our sponsor and then we can get to chit-chatting because there's so much to talk about. So we want to thank our sponsor today, none other than our friends over at Towel Specialties. As we've mentioned before, they celebrated their 40-year anniversary, and that means 40 years of cozy comfort, quality, and customer love. They are your go-to supplier for towels, blankets, and all things soft and snug since 1985. They have been named ASI Counselor Magazine Supplier of the Year and voted Best Towel and Robe Supplier 17 years in a row by ASI distributors. Most of their management, sales, and customer service team have been with them for over 15 years. So these folks don't just sell towels, they live them. They are the pioneers of tone-on-tone decorating to sublimation on beach towels. They've led the charge in innovation, and if you need it fast, they're your friends. Production times are some of the quickest in the industry. So go check them out, towelspecialties.com. 40 years of comfort, quality, and care you can feel. And tell Knack you were sent by the Rundown, or Laura, or whoever you deal with.
I love it. Love.
Yay. So what's up, Lori? What have you been doing? I know you're always doing something because you don't.
Girl, we are always doing something. So I'm excited to announce that Mark and I are officially season ticket holders for the Phoenix Rising soccer team.
Okay, I was like, what is that?
I know, so exciting. There you go. We actually might make it to the championship game. We have a couple games over this weekend. They're playing in Tulsa, Oklahoma this weekend. But depending on how Orange County does and I believe New Mexico, they have a chance. So because we're season ticket holders for 2026, we will still get we'll get a first up, right? If they make it to the playoffs. So super exciting. We are right next to, we're second row from the field, and we can actually hear the coach, see the players, like all that good stuff, which I love hearing. I mean, there's other seats, but I love being like right there because I love seeing the coach so frustrated. But we got to yesterday walk the stadium and like look at different areas. So that was kind of fun.
That is fun. I'm not really a soccer person, but I have been to a couple of Sporting KC games. And one of the ways I got to the games was I was traveling for work and I sat down next to this gentleman and we start talking, and he is a producer for Sporting KC. And he's like, yeah, let me get you and your husband some tickets. He gave us like VIP tickets. We got out on the field. Then another time he gave us tickets for all four of us, and he brought us into the production trailer. So he was like showing my kids like how it all works behind the scenes. They were a little too young to appreciate it, but it was really cool.
It's so fun. We are super, super excited. So we got to sit in our seat. Like it was just super cool. Nobody's on the field. Like it was a setup, like a tour, if you will. So we're doing that. And then last weekend, I was subbing on Saturday for Pilates. I was subbing a mat Pilates class and then an intro to reformer, which I love because oftentimes it's people's, more times than not, their first time. And if not, they're still very new in their practice. So I had Mark come to class and do the intro to reformer, and he did so good.
Yay!
The day after, I'm like, or even later in the day, I'm like, are you feeling anything at all? He's like, no, I feel fine. I'm like, then you didn't do it right.
Yeah, you didn't work hard enough. More tension.
Right? You need to have more. Yeah, you need to be focused. You need to have more intention. Anyhow, that was super fun to have him in class because, I leave at the crack of dawn. When I say crack of dawn, like 3:50 in the morning for my 5 o'clock in the morning classes. So I go to a studio, I come back and he's still sleeping. So it was just nice for him to experience like not a date night, but like a true, like Lori's mic'd up and teaching. So
yeah. And now he knows why you want to go to bed early because you get up at 3 a.m.
Right. The alarm goes off at 3. I have to be awake. I can't walk into a studio like all tousled. I'm put together,
That's a hard no for me, folks.
Let me tell you, my 5 o'clock class is dedicated. I'm so proud of them. Like they are dedicated, showing up for themselves. I have nurses. I have all sorts of people. A mom, moms with young kids, like 3 and under, that can get out at 5 and get home and the kids are still sleeping. Yeah. So it's nice. It's just, they're dedicated.
Well, fun. You have good stuff going on.
What's going on with you, girl?
Well, last weekend was boring. I don't think anything happened other than daylight savings time, which I hate it gets dark early, but I really enjoyed that extra hour of sleep. I'm not going to lie.
We don't change, girl.
I know. You guys are weird. Weirdos.
We are weird.
I did get to see my favorite daughter for a brief moment. Her and her roommate's boyfriend came to Lawrence, Kansas to go to a party. And the party sucked and the person they were going to stay with flaked. So I get a call at like 11 o'clock at night. Luckily, I was still awake. She's like, Mom, can we come to the house and I'll spend the night? I'm like, yep, let me get everything ready. So I'm like making up extra beds and getting their waters. So it was fun. They all woke up. We made a good breakfast and then sent them on their way. And then this week I had it's coming to the tail end of my presidency as Madam President at PPA Midwest. So we had our annual in-person board meeting and then our big planning session and then a great time hanging out with some of the girls afterwards, just kind of chit-chatting, especially because they're newer to the industry. And then I get in my car to leave to go home, hit rush hour traffic in construction. Car slams on his brakes. I slam on my brakes. I stop just so that I don't hit him. And then lady plows into the back of me, makes me jump forward and hit the guy. So that's basically a 3-car pileup at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this happened in a brand new car that I have that has 900 miles in it. I hadn't even driven the car for a week. It's the first time I'd gotten in the car. So the whole back end is wrecked.
Oh my God, Amelia, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a little sore on my shoulder because I could see I was gripping the wheel and I could see in my rearview mirror that they were coming. I was like, she's not stopping. She's not stopping. So I kind of braced for impact. And so I think just the being so tight and then doing one of those jerks. I'll go to the chiropractor. I'm sure it's fine. But yes, that was my excitement. I got to stand on the interstate for 45 minutes. The cops came, EMS came, a fire truck came. The lady that hit me, she had a teenage girl that had Down syndrome in her car. So she was just, she asked the girl if she was fine. She said she thought, she didn't know. So she just had them come. Everybody was wearing their seatbelts in all the cars. So now I get to deal with insurance and all that fun stuff.
So I don't know this, Amelia, and you may know this. So because you technically did not hit the car in front of you, it was caused by the car behind you, right?
Reaction. Yeah.
So is she ultimately responsible for both vehicles?
I think so, but I do not know. I have to call my insurance agent after this to find out, tell them. I have the case number. She was issued a citation. Me and the other driver were not.
And what was the citation for?
Probably following too close. I don't know. Failure to stop. I don't know. I didn't get involved. We were all high, the adrenaline was going for everybody.
Yeah.
So I got to figure that out and then wait a few days for all the reports to go and then try to get my brand new car fixed, which getting parts for a 2026 vehicle in a color that is not black or white is going to be really fun to try and get. I think that's going to be difficult. And then the frosting on all of this was the other reason my daughter came to the house this weekend was so that she could leave me her car because somebody hit her car at the college in the parking lot. She wasn't in it. She was in her dorm. It was just parked, but somebody hit it, did damage. So she brought her car to me so I could take it to the body repair place. And I gave her my extra car so that she had a car to drive. So I'm like, good God. I've not had anyone hit me in 25 years. Like no other car hit me.
I'm so sorry, girl.
So fun.
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm just glad. Did you drive it home?
Oh, yeah. It's drivable. It's just, you know how when you hit a car, any little impact, it affects like the way they absorb the shock. It affects like everything. So pretty much, yeah. The bumper, the door, the light, everything.
What are you in these days?
Well, this car I was driving, it's a Hyundai Palisade. So it's like a mid-size SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those actually. Those are very, very nice.
It's very techy. Mark would love it.
Yeah. And he loves Hyundais. Yeah.
So I'm really glad I wasn't in our little Mercedes because I think it would have probably done a lot more damage. I probably would have hurt a little bit more. But these new cars all have all this crazy technology. And I still don't even know how to like I've driven the car 5 times because we've only had it for a month. And my husband was showing somebody the camera feature on it the other day. So I knew it had a dash cam. So I was playing with it while we were waiting for the police. I have the whole incident on camera.
Isn't that brilliant?
Front camera and rear. So I could prove that I didn't hit the car until the other car hit me. So I have the evidence to send to the police. I was like, this actually works in my favor. This is pretty cool.
It's so good. The Teslas, same thing. So
yeah, it was a Tesla that I bumped into.
So the Tesla will see too that you didn't hit them, that you stopped, and that on your impact. So these cameras are brilliant. We've got side cameras, front cameras. I think it's really like in a situation like this is going to serve you well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's motion cameras. Yes. I didn't even so when you park, if someone dings your car, you can catch them.
I know.
This is crazy. Game changers for everybody. Watch out, people. Or don't be keying cars unless you check the cameras first.
Right. But even if you have like road rage, Mark showed me, he goes, if it's not recording, you just push record. Your cameras are all around the car. It will catch everything going on. So I think it's brilliant. I'm so sorry, girl.
It's okay. It's Friday. I did stop at the liquor store and bought a bottle of wine afterwards. I'm like, I'm going to go home, take a shower, have some wine, and just lay in bed. And that's what I did. Yeah.
Oh, so sorry.
So let's talk about something more fun.
Okay.
Living with Lori. We've got a new slide.
I know. I love it. We need to do get an image of me, like not me, but like a cartoon of somebody doing like a teaser, where they're like out, legs are up, a teaser. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, is this a Pilates move?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was called. When I get on my reformer, I look at the wall and I have pictures of all the different moves and I just emulate whatever it says. I don't know what it's called. I just do whatever.
That's good though. That's good. I love it.
And I don't have to think.
All right. Living with Lori this week, 8 nuts that pack serious health benefits. So we've got 2 slides here. You've got cashews. I've talked about a lot of these nuts, whether I throw them in my smoothie or I grab a handful during the day. So cashews, zinc for immune support, pecans, magnesium, potassium, calcium for a healthy heart. Brazil nuts. A lot of people don't even know about Brazil nuts, but I love them. And I throw like 2 to 3 of these in my smoothies. So this is great for thyroid health. Macadamia nuts. This is a great antioxidant, rich for fighting off inflammation. And then the next slide, pine nuts, magnesium for relaxation and sleep. I'll do pine nuts on top of a salad. Super easy.
Oh, yeah.
You're good, right? Almonds, protein, fiber for satisfaction. And this, Amelia, I think last time you were telling me, because there's a difference between roasted almonds and raw almonds. So these are raw. All of these actually are raw. Pistachios, vitamin B6 for balancing blood sugar levels. Walnuts, love brain health. I always talk about brain health with walnuts. These will also go into a smoothie. Omega-3 fatty acids. So those are your 8 nuts that, again, serious health benefits with those 8 different nuts.
I despise walnuts and pecans, or pecans, depending on where you are. Yes. And walnuts, I know you said they're brain health. Yeah. They look like little brains. You know that, like when you pull them out.
Yeah. I love it.
And they're not an easy nut to shell either. Like,
get them unshelled at like Sprouts, or Trader Joe's has them.
We have walnut trees. So when the kids were little, if they were bored, I would be like, go pound some nuts in the back. So I'd give them like a little rubber mallet, and then they'd crack the shell, and then you almost use like a crochet hook to pull the nut out. It would keep them entertained for hours for like a fourth a cup of nuts, but they thought they were having fun. So yeah, no pecans and no walnuts. Everything else I'm good with.
It's good. Yeah, so good. And again, don't be afraid to throw like the walnuts or the Brazil nuts into a smoothie. It's great.
Yeah. Maybe if they were ground up, I could, but like if someone bakes anything and there's walnuts in it, I'm like, no, thank you. The taste is just, I don't know what it is. It's not.
It's kind of plain, right?
Yeah.
But you may not taste it in your smoothie.
Yeah. I'll have to try that.
Yes.
Thanks, Nut Lady. Yes. Thanks for the recommendations, Nut Lady.
Nutty Lady.
And we have another new slide. Or if you know, you know. Lori knows some stuff. I feel like either I wasn't paying as much attention or I was busy. So I don't have a ton of movers. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So the big move that I saw, which was kind of a shock to me, is Misty Fredericks of 3M joined ID Line as the VP of Sales and Marketing.
Yes.
I was like, that's awesome. Her and Lindsay together. It's going to be amazing.
So good.
Love Misty. Love 3M. Loved her there with Alyssa, but I'm going to love her and Lindsay together. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be like, you girls are having way too much fun at work.
So fun, right?
Yeah. Another move, you probably don't have this one, so I feel safe not taking from you. Chris Schlemmer, he used to work at Distributor Central when I was there. He recently joined Jason Noakes over at Promo Pulse.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah, so he's the new CTO over there, and Jason's been adding people like crazy. He's got like a team now. It was just him for the first few years, and he's building that up. And then the other one is a promotion. You might have this, Brian Desroth. I always have a hard time saying his last name. He was promoted to VP of Sales and Promo, VP of Sales, Promo, and International over at Edwards Garment.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, kudos, Brian.
Love it.
What do you have?
I have Carla Weston. She is now the RSM, Regional Sales Manager for Gemline on the West Coast. She was previously at TechWeld. So that is new. And then sweet Madeline Ferguson, she's over at BDA. She just got promoted to Director of Business Operations, Swag Up at BDA. So that's congratulations to her. She's, again, just a sweetheart. And then Joseph Sommer, he is the founder and CEO of Whitestone. He's officially joined the PPAI Board of Directors.
Yes.
So congratulations. Look forward to seeing all the great work that the Board of Directors has coming up for 2026 and beyond.
Yeah, good stuff.
Really
good stuff indeed. The only other thing I had was this is a season of award recipients, especially with regionals. So MIPA announced their 2025 award winners, and the 2025 Great Lakes Supplier of the Year rep is Lance Long from Sanmar. Oh. And then the Volunteer of the Year, the Volunteer of the Year award from MIPA goes to Dawn Spencer with HPG. Kudos.
Amazing.
Yeah. So love that. Love to see all of those awards and almost do-gooders, if you will, which leads us into our next little segment.
Do-gooders.
Ching. Lori, you said you had one this time, so I'm going to let you go first.
So ASPA, the Regional Association here in Arizona, has an event tomorrow. So Mark and I are actually participating in this, but we're going over to Mary's Food Bank here in Phoenix and going to pack emergency food boxes as we film this. Hopefully by the time it airs, this will be resolved, but with SNAP and some other funding from the government for food, they are needing, we're going to take some food with us as well, some canned goods, but we're packing emergency food boxes tomorrow. So we're excited from 8 to 10. I'll get some photos so I can post for our next episode. But yes, Mark and I will be, I don't know how many people, it's a limited amount of people that can do this because of space. Yeah, but we are headed over to help the community, and it makes me happy. I love that.
I love that. So my do-gooder, same thing, different region. So ID Product Source is a supplier in Florida. So they announced a partnership with the Treasure Coast Food Bank, which is in Florida, like I said, and they're trying to help fight hunger there. So they donated $1,000 to support the food bank's mission. And then they're also doing a drive to collect food. I think right now they had a record-breaking 675 pounds of food collected.
Wow.
And that it was all just from their team. And stats-wise, I don't know if you know the stats. I am literally pulling this from a press release. I did not do research. So nearly 250,000 people across the Treasure State Coast don't know where their next meal is coming from. And statewide, that's more than 12% of Floridians live in a food insecure household. So that is getting even worse now with the government shutdown. So love that everybody's doing that. We actually were planning our holiday party, getting everything finalized. And so we are doing a donation for one of the local food banks that's in Kansas and Missouri, and doing that as our philanthropy work as well. So very easy to do, people, if you can get together with somebody that needs it, whether it's your local church, a big organization, but just everybody collect some cans and stuff, especially the holidays coming up. Very needed. So
super needed. And it makes me sad that we are where we're at. But yep, we're going to go to the grocery later today and stock up just some basics, right? And the beauty, I'm not a canned good person. Like I cook fresh, obviously you can't, but these will last for years.
You want it to stay good. You don't want it to spoil. So
So that's super sad, but I'll keep you posted, and again, take photos for you.
Okay. Yeah. Love that. Love that. Love that. All right. Lori, have you been watching anything? Do you have time to watch, or you work out and then you shut your eyes?
No, I have to keep going, girl. I have to keep going. We're still watching because they drop. So one dropped last night, so we watched last night, but it's the Murdoch. It's the Murdoch trial.
That's what I have. That's what literally Murdoch written right here. Yes.
Murdoch, right? Murdoch. Some say Murdoch.
Yeah, it's pronounced Murdoch, but it's not spelled that way.
So I'm fascinated by this. I did watch the trial when they would come into the courtroom and they had him, shackled at the ankles, shackled at the hands. And she was a saint. His wife was a saint.
I think she probably was aware of things.
Yes.
But she was deep in it. She was not doing it or continuing it, but she wanted her family to be well. There was probably things she could have put her foot down. So she is the wife, Maggie Murdoch.
Yes.
And she is played in this series that we're talking about, which is on Hulu. She's played by Patricia Arquette.
Yes.
Great job. And then Mr. Murdoch is played by Jason Clarke, who I believe is an Aussie. I saw him do an interview and I was like, what? He's got an accent? He's got a bunch of movies going right now, and I've been watching multiple of them. And so it's really weird to see him go from Alec Murdoch's character, because he gained all the weight and did all the stuff and changed his whole appearance, to going back to these other characters. But they did an amazing job.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
What you know, Bo?
Bo?
They call everybody Bo. It's so weird.
It's so weird. But it's so good. So if when this drops, you won't have to wait for the episodes to drop because they're already dropped. But it's crazy.
I think I just have the last one to watch.
Okay. There's a couple different series out that are like different obviously actors. I'll have to share that with you, Amelia, because we've got 2 going right now. We've got the one that you and I are watching together, but then there's another one, and they're a little bit slightly different spin on it, but it looks like crazy stuff has been going on for a long time.
Yeah. So the one we're watching on Hulu is actually based on a podcast. I don't remember the person's real life, but the character is played by Brittany Snow, where they're a reporter and she's fighting to like, let's report on these things, like all these things that have been going on through the years. And everyone's like, no, man, they're like their solicitor, they're the DA, their family's been here for generations. They've been working with the district attorney. And there's just like all these little things that have happened over the years she wants to investigate. And then finally, things start to open up, and then when they start digging, they're like, oh my god, what has this family been doing? Like literally there's a trail of bodies of accidents and occurrences and shady stuff, and Alec has been stealing money or embezzling money from his law firm that's his family's, his dad owns. And then just all these scams on life insurance, and he's just got his hands in all these things, and he is just a freaking crazy psycho narcissist.
Crazy.
All crazy. The negative words is what he is.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Like to get a settlement and not know, like for the clients not to know that a settlement came through ever. Like, oh, it's still being negotiated, and it came in like over a year ago when he spent the money. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I have to tell you, when I watched the trial live, when he was being sentenced, something if I recall correctly, but the judge said that, because it's a small courthouse in the city, that I'm sentencing you in your courtroom. Like the judge had this brilliant messaging to him. Like he's done. He's gone for life.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yes.
Whew, glad I'm not in that family.
I know.
I got enough crazies in mine. I don't need to go that deep south.
I love it.
Lori.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm waiting for the cops to knock down my door every time you ask a question. So I'm gonna. Do you have a never have you ever?
No, because I've had them the last couple times, but I will have one next time for you. A good one.
So mine is funny, not funny. I don't know. Never ever have I peed my pants as an adult.
Why do you have to ask that?
Because it's funny.
Why do you have to ask that, Amelia?
I'm going to say yes. I think any woman over 40 probably has.
Like tinkled or peed?
Well, you can. I didn't define it. You can. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it sometimes happens, even at 35, Amelia.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes, absolutely. I had a very weak bladder. I had a surgery to help make it better. The worst yesterday was after the accident. I had left someone's house and I was like, oh, I can hold it. Like, it's not that bad. I'll hold it for the 40-minute drive home. Well, once we had the accident, like all the adrenaline, and then we're standing on the on the highway, and the guy's like, are you all right? And I was like, I need to pee really bad. Like, is there a place to pee in one of these ambulances? So I was waiting on the road for 45 minutes before they let us go. And then I had to drive another 30 minutes. I didn't want to get off the interstate in rush hour, so I tried to get as far as I could out of town. I stopped at a gas station, barely made it into the gas station restroom. And I was like, I just had 10 more minutes to home, but I couldn't wait another minute. I was like, I got to go right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Like, I wonder if
depends.
I wonder
those are what you wear when you pee your pants, Lori.
You what?
Depends. Yes, those are what you wear when you pee your pants on the regular.
Depends. I'm gonna need a whole new wardrobe if I need to wear Depends. I wonder if guys pee their pants.
Please, gentlemen, let us know. I think
I don't know.
don't want to get too gross.
I know.
There's more of a dripping effect, I believe, as opposed to that's an after effect, as opposed to us, it's a pre effect.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know, you know, folks. That's all I'm going to say.
You know. That's right. That's right. I love it. So funny.
Oh,
that was a good one in there.
God. Yeah. One hard sneeze and it's all over. That's all I'm going to say.
Or a laugh. A good laugh.
Or a good belly laugh. Yeah.
For sure.
I am, as a child, terrible, but my dad would tickle me till I peed my pants.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And still now, if someone tickles me too much, that's the first thing I say. Don't do it. I will pee myself. I swear to God, I will pee. Something about tickling, I have no control. I don't know what it is. I'll have to research what that is, but yes.
I love it.
Don't tickle me.
Don't.
And on that note, we will wrap this show before we get canceled. Thank you all so much for watching. Shout out to Towel Specialties. Thank you again. Go check them out for all your towel, blanket, golf, robe needs at towelspecialties.com. Share your do-gooders because I know there's a lot of you out there. And then tune in again. Our next episode will drop on November the 28th. Gobble, gobble.
Yes.
Thanksgiving?
I know.
We'll have to talk about what we did. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I can't talk that far. That's 3 weeks away. I can't get that far.
It's too far.
Too far. Happy pre-Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good to see you as always.
Good to see you too. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.